The cold winter has ended and the season has changed to spring. The new school year starts, and I'm now a grade higher. I hop on the bicycle and start to pedal towards the orange sun. The warm spring breeze makes the cherry blossoms petal fly around, which gets stuck between the creases on my jacket. When I pick them up and bring closer to my nose, I can smell their nice scent. How tasteful! I must be an elegant guy! The new year started. I decided to travel abroad during the summer break. After I quit the club, I got a part-time job after school. When I started to make money myself, I realized there really isn't anything I wanted to buy. When I was going out on dates, I was using money for that. But once I broke up, I don't have any other way to spend my money. That's how I came up with the traveling abroad plan. I don't have any special reasons, so I thought of it just because young people often go on trips. I don't know where I want to go yet, but the stylish European countries aren't really for me. But I also don't feel like vacationing in cheerful Hawaii. Besides, if I went to the US, I feel like I would be shot for no reason. I know it's just as based on wrong information, but I'd rather go to where I want to go. Maybe India or Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia may not be cheap, but I like the ethnic food, such as curry. Even Steven Markham said he likes places like that. If I ask him to come along, he might. How fun. The only thing that concerns me is that this sounds like a trip to find myself. People would think I'm going on an Indian trip because I'm heartbroken from breaking up with my girlfriend. I really don't mean to, but maybe that's what I want deep down. If that's the case, I don't like it. Oh well. Whatever it is, having a goal makes everyday living more meaningful. That is for sure. If I stay at home doing nothing, I feel like I'm such a worthless existence. Maybe I am worthless, but I don't want to like that. Well, it's not a crucial whether my existence has any meanings at this point. I don't want to waste my time while I'm young. How boring it must be to just turn old. I don't care what it is that I do. I don't care if I get dumped again. I want to find a girlfriend. As I think it over, I head to my part-time job. As the setting sun turns into a beautiful orange ball, I arrive at the Thai show restaurant where I work. Ah! What was that sound? He was soon working at the same restaurant. He's gonna become a full-time worker in here in the far future. Employees can't park their bicycles in the parking area. Huh? So though it's inconvenient, or maybe it was like I don't exactly remember. Maybe it was a different restaurant he was working full-time. Whatever. Let's forget about the future. Focus on now. Anyways, it's convenient. I had to take my bicycle through the narrow alley to park in the employees' parking area. I push my bicycle carefully so it doesn't scrape the concrete wall. When I get to the parking area, I see someone. There is a girl in a uniform standing there all alone. Without her girlfriend? Huh? Hello? She speaks up in what's barely more than a mumble. Who knows where she gets her haircut? Her hair is bunched up rather roughly and the ends are flipping everywhere. Her dewy eyes under the headband are looking at me. Cute. What is she doing here? Her anxious appearance reminds me of a stray kitten trying to hide in a small, narrow, dark space, but that can't be. There must be a more decent reason. Now though she looks immature, she is wearing OB Academy school uniform. That's where I go. I don't mean to brag, but it's a pretty decent school. It actually is it's popular in the area for being a good school. However, there are always some odd ones at every school. Shh, lady, I'm monologuing! She's so nervous she can't even find the words. She might be very shy, but the way she's acting is rather strange. Well, it's not a strange thing, it's called being an introvert. What is it? I tried to help her along. Then, as if it was a cue, the girl starts talking in a rush.
私、今日からここで働くことになってるシーノキラリって言います。よろしくお願いします。
As soon as she finishes her line, she bows deeply. Her short hair stands up because of gravity. I guess she isn't suspicious, but she sure is strange. Okay, so you're new?
Hi!
I see. Come to think of it, I guess the manager was seeing something like that. Isn't there anyone inside? Am I the first one to get here?
はい、誰も。
I see. I guess everyone else is late. The kitchen people should be here by now getting things ready. But sometimes on weekdays they are a little late. Today must be one of those days. Unless the kitchen people are here, the hall people can't get in. The only hall people who have the key are the few full-time people. But I am one of the employees who has the key, so there is no problem. However, I haven't checked if she was in fact a new employee. I wondered if I should trust her, but I can't just leave her out here by herself. Okay, please follow me. If you stand out here in the dark like this, people might call the police.
Hi!
After I park my bicycle, I open the back door with a key. Right by the back door is the space with the glasses and the beer service where we make drinks, which employees call the back. Just before the opening, it's quiet and the sound of the refrigerator remote door echo, which is a little spooky. I reach the light switch on the right wall and turn it on. There is one thing we have to be careful about. The moment that the lights are on, there are usually some slow cockroaches hiding. Girls often scream because of that. Oh yeah, they're also being censored because they look like dicks. I personally am more scared of screaming girls than cockroaches. Fair enough. I look around quickly to make sure there's nothing for the girl to be frightened, then let her in.
お邪魔します。
She comes in rather fearfully. I lead her into the locker room. Although it's called that, it's actually a tiny storage room. I give her the jinbei, Japanese casual wear, with the restaurant's name on it and tell her to change into it. Sorry, it's a messy room. By the way, were you told that you need to wear pants instead of a skirt when you work?
はい、大丈夫です。持ってきてます。
She pulls out her pants from her bag and she answers me. Good. Then please change into them. Also change your shoes too. The manager should be here soon. And let's see. Shina-san, you are a student at OB school, right?
はい。
That OB didn't allow part-time jobs.
いや、そんなことないです。禁止してません。全然 OK ですから大丈夫。
She waves her hands as she panics. No, I don't mean to accuse you or anything. It's just that maybe you shouldn't come to work in your uniform starting tomorrow. Maybe people won't notice normally, but if you come in your uniform, it might be different.
はい。
She looks downcast. Don't worry, I'll go to beat you. I am an accomplice.
そうなんですか?
Yes, my name is Meijima. I am in the 3rd grade. Pleased to meet you.
はい。私はシーノキラリ。3年 A 組です。 よろしくお願いします。すごく頑張ります。
Then she bows deeply again. She lifts her head up quickly.
でも居酒屋ってなんか華やかでいいですね。私華やかなのって好きです。
She looks happy. She is definitely a little strange.
同じ学校の同じ学年か。じゃあお前がちょうどいいな。
With that, the manager sends me as Kirari Shiino's caretaker. Their school has nothing to do with it. He always appoints me as the caretaker of new employees. The thought is in my head, but I don't say anything.
お前教えるのうまいしな。
Since he keeps silent, the manager tries to come up with an excuse. He must feel guilty. If he has to come up with excuses, then he should find someone else. But I don't mind teaching others, so I won't complain. So, as I work my shift, I teach her how to clean, how to make drinks, how to cut lemons and limes, and also how to take orders. How long she lasts at his job depends on how she thought at the beginning, so I take it seriously. She takes notes with a cute pencil in her hand. I like such a diligent attitude. Usually when a new employee finds out a young guy like me is teaching, he gets over friendly. That's the case especially with girls. Time flies by quickly. The days before payday, so we didn't have too many customers. We take lunch break together. We go into the back room, which is hidden from the dining room, to eat our curry meals. Kirari must still be in work mode, because every time she hears customers and employees buzzing, she starts to get up. You better get some rest. The break is short.
はい。
Then Kirari faces Kirari. When I see her pick up her spoon, I start to eat myself. The curry has chunks of beef. It has some authentic spices just like the real Indian curry, but it's arranged to make sure it goes with white rice. The chef must have spent more than enough time to add ingredients than he should on an employee's meal. That isn't bad, honestly. Today isn't a good day, and that is exactly the kind of day when we can expect to eat a good employee meal. Since the chef has plenty of time, he spends time fixing the employee meal. When I peek into the kitchen, Yoshizumi-san is looking at me with a grin. Enough for a fact that sometimes he places an order to get some ingredients which he doesn't need for the menu. Some time ago, I had to listen to him talk about how he couldn't serve the customers good meals if he couldn't eat a good meal himself. It sounded good, but at the same time, it also sounded like he was coming up with excuses for eating better things than the customers. Anyway, today's curry is delicious, and I finished mine quickly. Kirari must not like spicy food. She's puffing while she eats. Weak. So, how's your first day going so far? She put her spoon down.
私感激しちゃいました。
Touched. That's an unexpected word.
私いつもね、アルバイトすると怒られてばっかりなんだけどね。こんな風に優しく教えてもらったの初めてなんです。
As she speaks, she starts to get teary eyes. Really?
はい。
And now I'm being polite, but I'm not doing anything that special. For her to be so delighted, what kind of jobs has she had in the past? I see. Oh, by the way, you don't have to use the polite manner when you talk to me. We're the same age after all.
はい。いや、わかった。
And she takes a drink.
でも本当に嬉しい。私ね、人よりすっごくどんくさいんです。今日もいっぱいグラス割っちゃったりして。
Says with a proud smile. Kirari's shoulders sag a little. That's how it is at the beginning.
でもこんなにひどいの初めてだって店長さん笑ってた。
Well, you did break quite a bit. We had to throw away a whole box worth of glasses just during the first half of her shift. Especially the moment where she flipped a tray full of clean glasses was bad. If it wasn't for that, you are just a little more clumsy than normal, I think. As I say so, I realize I'm not helping the situation.
今日は本当ありがとう。優しくしてもらえて嬉しかったです。きっと今日でクビにされちゃうだろうけど。
That's how I feel with every job that I went through. I don't think so. If she broken a box of glasses one by one, then I'm sure she'd go get fired. But that isn't the case.
でもこの調子だと売り上げがなくなるくらい壊しちゃう。
It's true that she makes lots of mistakes. But that'll decrease. As long as you keep trying, I think you'll be okay.
本当？
You're cheerful and diligent, so I think you'll learn quickly. I think you're better at the customer service than I am. When I told my family that you'll be working customer service, everyone said, "That's not you. You shouldn't even try." Actually, I thought so myself, but I was so mortified to hear that from my own family, so I made myself work hard. I think it's a special talent to be able to have a smile on your face all the time. You have that talent, Shiino-san.
でも私明るくないよ。ネクラだよ。暗いことばっかり考えちゃうし。
Kirari is desperately denying it. I was just being honest, but I guess she took it flattery. Well, anyway, I don't think you'll be fired on your first day. You said the manager was laughing, but he isn't like that. I made a mistake. All he said was, "Are you sure you want to work?" The manager laughed sarcasm. Come to think of it, maybe the reason why I don't mind training new employees is because when I was taught by the manager, I was so depressed. But now I get to even keep the key to the restaurant. I guess putting an effort sure is worth it. Of course, there are things an effort can't overcome, so I can't force anyone to put on effort. Indeed, even after I put an effort, I was dumped.
振られる？
No, never mind. I changed the subject in a hurry. Come on, you better finish the rest. You won't last the rest of the evening without a meal.
前島くんって優しい。
She takes a bite with a smile.
これ辛いけど美味しいね。
She smiles at me with a sweaty face. So good! Today was a slow day. Even towards the end of the evening, there weren't any customers, so Kirari and I were let go at 9 o'clock. Others usually complain about the sudden schedule change, saying I made time for this, but I don't mind. Actually, I'm happy for getting a little extra time before bedtime. I walk home with Kirari Shiino. It seems that for about half the way, she goes the same way I do. The basket on my bicycle has her bag, full of school stuff. Today was half day at school, so she must have gone to a club or something.
前島くんは部活何入ってる？
As I think about asking, she comes up with the question. After Kirari changed into her school uniform, she didn't show a sign of fatigue from the first day of work. She is full of smiles. Now that work is over, she speaks more smoothly and friendlier. I go to the tennis. No, I don't. I'm so used to saying that, but I correct myself and say, the second literature club. Kirari stops in surprise.
私も第二文芸部だよ。
Ah, I see.
でも前島くんを一度も見たことないけど。
Wow, so was there. Just no one paid any attention. Your eyes say so apologetically, but I should have been the one feeling that way. When I quit the tennis club last fall, I just couldn't go home early every day. OB Academy has a rule for every student to join a club, just like a junior high school, so I had to find a new club to join. I couldn't decide, so when one of my friends invited me at the end of the year, I joined the second literature club. I meant to introduce myself, but things were a little busy. I didn't mean to be a ghost member. When athletes drop out from sports clubs, they usually transfer to less active literature clubs and become ghost members. The second literature club was one of the perfect clubs to do that with.
そうなんだ。同じ部だったんだね。
Yes. Kirari starts to walk again. Seeing her stooping down, I know she's thinking of words to say. So I walk slower to match with her steps.
じゃあ、同じ部のよしみってことで聞いてほしいんだけど。
No, I do not know how to read, Patrick. Kirari starts to speak slowly.
実は部活でね、今年の文化祭の出し物すごく悩んでてね。
The cultural festival?
うん、そう。今日もみんなで今年の文化祭は何しようかって話してて、帰るの遅くなっちゃった。
You are already thinking about that. You sure are acting diligently. Kirari stops. Apparently he lost in thought. I stop in a hurry too. She sure keeps her own pace. Kirari looks into my eyes.
第二文芸部、今年でなくなっちゃうって知ってる？
No, this is the first time I heard that.
第一文芸部と一緒になっちゃうんだって。
I see. I am surprised. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm just being nice. Such minor clubs like a literature club shouldn't even have a first and second in the first place. The first literature club is more active, holding exhibitions for poetry and original novels. But on the other hand, the second literature club is for more quiet members and therefore there's hardly any activity. And that's the main reason why it's so popular among ghost members. My friend who belongs to the club said so with frustration. So even at a cultural festival, the two are very different in what they do. The first one is very active and does things like stage original plays and even competes with the acting club. It is rather a huge event at a cultural festival. However, the second one is usually just a display of book reports. This is simply the information I got from my friend. Actually, I didn't even know what the second literature club participated in the cultural festival. I don't think it's just me. Most of the OB students feel the same way. I'm sure you understand what I mean when I tell you that the most successful outcome for the second literature club in the past 10 years was an essay written by one of the alumni titled Shukaku and those Opinion, Religious Unconsciousness Among the Japanese Citizens. My friend said,
あれは傑作だよ。
She praised it, but where can you find a young person who would be interested in something like that? In fact, the club is so boring it gives boredom a bad rep. However, Kirari Shiino doesn't want it to disappear. Well, I guess she can't help it because she belongs to it.
だからね、私、今年の文化祭は最後の文化祭になっちゃうから、絶対に盛り上げようって思ってるんだ。このままだと、最初からいない部活みたいになっちゃうし、そんなの嫌だよね。
Yeah, you're right. As a ghost member, I'm a little hesitant to agree strongly, so I don't know what else to say.
それで、ねえ、前島くん。
What did I say? You're right. What?
もし、よかったら、
Oh no. Yeah.
前島くんも、今度、部活に顔出してほしいんだ。もしよかったらっていいから、やっぱり、たくさんの人でやった方が盛り上がると思うし、何を企画するのにもね、参加人数が少なくって。
But I'm a ghost member.
そんなの、平気だよ。
I don't know what's okay about it. I nod, or rather, I'm forced to nod. Then we both start to walk again. When we get to the point where we split apart, I take her bag from the basket.
ありがとう。
She bows. Don't mention it. If it's not too far, do you want me to walk you home?
大丈夫
But it's dark, full of boogeymans.
すぐそこなのここで大丈
Okay. Kirari smiles and waves, then starts to run with rhythmical steps. What did I see? Yes. I see, so it will disappear. It's a little I admire to myself. I haven't even attended one meeting, so I shouldn't be sad about it. However, the fact that something that's exciting now is going to disappear is rather sad. She said she wants me to help at the last cultural festival. I'm not busy at all, and actually, I'm a little interested in doing something at the cultural festival. I've always belonged to the sports clubs, so I've never done anything before. The only thing is, the problem is Shiino. I hear a sound. What? Who did? Probably a person that annoys the most in the whole world? Or no, one of your exes? Alright. I've gotta stop here. It's a little bit less than 3 minutes, but whatever.